All right, here we are, the haul review of the Missoula, Montana card show, September version. They had one back in the spring. Starting up with the first pickups, and then we'll go down the line. As you can see, they are pretty much laid out sequential. This was the first guy, a Peyton Manning rookie chrome in a 9. I think I got, correct me if I'm wrong, obviously you've seen in the video by now, 160 I want to say is what I have both these for, which I feel was a fairly fair price. I think these are down to like 130-ish now, but it's a pretty clean looking 9 aside from, yeah, that corner a little rounded. I think there was I don't think there was much on the front, I couldn't tell, but anyways, just to have a Peyton Manning rookie added to the collection. Nice one there. Rosarena black. I want to say this is black. Just thought it was kind of a interesting one, kind of unique version of his rookie card. Get out of numbered 69. So not quite sure on the condition. Actually, this is the one that I had suspects about. There's a little white tip. Little baby white tip down there. You can see it right behind my finger. I'm not trying to flick you off. That is the wrong direction. But the Rosarena rookie card there. This table, there's quite a bit I had attraction to. But when I came across this card, I was like, ooh, I've never seen that before. And it just looks sweet. A whole bunch of kids surrounding Mike Trout. Short print. I'm not quite sure what version of the short prints. It's the code ending in 284, I want to say. But nonetheless, in a 10. I'm not quite sure what the comps are on this. I probably should have looked it up. I just kind of saw it and didn't flip out my phone to check. But in a 10 nonetheless, I figured it's pretty much more of a unique card to get a short print and a 10. And of Mike Trout, of course. It's just pretty much all color matching. Very, very kind of appeasing card, I would say. There's a lot going on in that picture. It's just a nice kind of presentation there. So this table also, there was, we'll see a little bit. As you probably, I'm not quite sure if the camera picked up on the conversation, but there was a Joe Montana in an 8 that I had my eye on there, and he was not budging off of 350. So I saw another one earlier, so I went back to see what he was going for, and we'll get to that conversation in a few. This was just some little random value box. I think it was 5 for 40 it was going for. I think this is probably the top card, I would want to say. A Keenan Allen rookie auto RPA, I guess you could even say, actually. Just a little blue napkin there, but I know it's kind of hard to see. Numbered out of 150 in this thick top loader and kind of dirty card pack here, but to get a Keenan Allen rookie RPA, not a bad score there. I mean, it was the lowest value out of all these with the stickers on them. And I think it's actually the best. I mean, it is Strata. It's not a well-known set when it comes to cards, desirable. But I can't tell if that's a sticker or it's on card. It looks to be, honestly, on card, which is even... Let me just take some of your time up real quick. Let's get this dirty guy off. Let me see if I can get him out. No. It's not coming with the sleeve. Oh, well, we're just gonna pull it out. But yeah, it's on card, that is for sure. It's a very like interesting glossy kind of finish to it. So nice looking card. I'm not gonna try to get it back in there. We'll just kind of keep them up there on the tip top. And what else I got on this? A Hunter Henry auto. It was numbered out of 25. As you can, I don't know if you saw in the video. I'll try to include it I'm not quite sure if the video picked it up, but there was like several cards. This was like one of three. I can't remember the actual other cards now at the moment of what I was trying to decide for the fifth card, but this was like basically the fifth card. I was trying to look for another Patrick Willis. There was another Patrick Willis auto, but it was in his collegiate uniform. So I think where did he go? Southern Mississippi or Missouri, or he came somewhere out of there. I can't recall, but anyways, Jalen Ramsey on card auto. Obviously, it is collegiate, so Leaf, they're not even licensed, but nonetheless, to get a Jalen Ramsey auto, I thought was pretty neat to throw in on the 5 for 40, and then like we just saw, a Patrick Willis Hall of Famer for sure. This is what Topps co-signers. I don't know too much about Lawrence Timmons, but remember that 50, cool card nonetheless, throw in. And I picked this up because I just figured on card, 3-colored patch of DeMarco Murray. There's got to be, there's enough following, I feel like, of DeMarco Murray to where some collector maybe would want this numbered out of 10 if they don't already have it. So I figured it's rare enough to maybe appease to someone's collection of interest for that. So that was the first, and then I walked around to his table and I rated another box. And these boxes, they were pretty similar. You know, that you really had to sift and then dial in who you were gonna pick out of the 5. But this was kind of a no-brainer. Steven Jackson auto right there, and then another DeMarco Murray. Unfortunately, it's both Jordan Matthews as well, numbered out of 25, but both have a 3-colored patch in there. So a Matt Forte on card auto. See, this is Topps certified, I guess, or I'm not quite sure. It's like an acetate, I believe. Yep, it is an acetate, I think. Yes, I can see my fingers behind it. But Matt Forte, he's got a big name to himself. Sony Michel sticker auto. And he actually put number 1. I guess I don't know if he knew his jersey number yet when when he signed this little sticker. But yeah, this wasn't in the, this is one I know for sure that I didn't film. I was kicking myself because I had a good conversation with this guy on these 5, and yeah, he's making a name, kind of splitting carries down there in it's not San Diego, but for the Chargers, Los Angeles Chargers. And then Marlon Mack, 2-color RPA. What set is this? I'm not quite sure. Unparalleled. Out of 15. I don't know Unparalleled set very well. I've never seen that logo for a set, but that was the second value box raid. And then sequentially going down, I don't know, I just saw this. They kept on putting cards out. This almost looks like a reprint of how just faded like that picture is. But nonetheless, that's just, it must have been like spring training practice field or something like that, I'm guessing, or maybe even spring training game. But there's like a chain link fence back there. It's kind of confusing on where that picture was taken. But a Cal Ripken 82 Fleer rookie. I figured for $20 or $25, I think I grabbed this. I can't remember, 25 or 20. Either way, I got pretty much a fair price on that, I feel. Then this was a table that I felt was strong, kind of hunting their value boxes. I didn't too much, can't speak, apologies. I did not do too much value box rating, so searching through, sifting, whatever you want to call it. With Damian Tomlinson, Bowman rookie. And I got this stack for, I want to say 35. I think it came out to 43 stickers price total, but I asked if 35 was suitable and they agreed. So we'll just run through these quick. with Damian Thomason, rookie. I just thought this card was nice looking. You don't see Ken Griffey Jr. Diamond Kings with kind of the painting very often. I personally don't come across them all that much, so I thought it was kind of just a appeasing card. Nice looking card there. I think it was relatively nicely centered too. Maybe a touch to the left. That Diamond Kings kind of banner here. Scroll. So Adrian Beltre, Chrome, and Hall of Famer there. Vladdy Sr. And I'm not quite, I believe this is his rookie, even though it does not say if it's to be considered a rookie. 96. I'm gonna have to look that up. I don't remember his rookie, but it just had basically his minor league stats on here. So a Terrell Owens game worn jersey, actually has like some kind of stain or something marking on there. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, I can now. I'm just coming across the middle there. I don't know if this was numbered. I don't think so. But anyways, game worn Hall of Fame Terrell Owens. Cool card. Second year Cal Ripken. And I didn't see this at the time, but there's a little bit of a smudging down over his name you can see there. I'm not sure if I can get that off. I'm not quite sure what that even is. Probably is not going to be able to get off. But when I first glanced, I was like, yes, it's a little low. But left and right, it's pretty decently centered. And the corners looked pretty tasty too. They were acceptable in my book. So add that to the stack. And then this is a metal fusion. Basically, it's a see-through, as you can see. It's like stenciled through. These are pretty collectible, I believe, as an insert from the 90s. Troy Glass wasn't a huge Gloss. I think I just said Glass. Wasn't a huge name for the Angels during the time, but he was when he first started. And he had a decent career for them, I believe. So Khalil Mack rookie, just Topps Finest there, and a James Conner Optic rookie. So that stack was a kind of, I think that was probably more my favorite, I guess, transfer of money for cards out of, well, one of my favorites, I suppose. I felt like this was a very, very well centered Ichiro. So that's why I pulled the trigger on this one. And for $25, I'm not quite sure what his rookie cards are going for. I'm hoping this isn't the, okay, it says 2001. I was gonna say, I know there's a, not like a reprint or something, but I feel like this card has been done over years after the Topps. So it's got his Blue Wave Japanese team there. So nicely centered. I feel like there's like a subtle, I'll look it over after, but just with all the lights on I can see a little bit better. There's a subtle chipping. You're not going to be able to see it in this giant screw down. But nonetheless, Ichiro rookie card. And then at the end of that same table, snag these two cards. Barry Bonds, game worn uniform. Kind of like another stain or something there. But thought it was a cool card. Is this numbered? Yes, out of 1,000. 2002. Topps. Yes, popular demand. Or it's actually pristine. So, I figured that was a cool card. Giants fan, so obviously picked that up. I thought this was a sweet looking Chipper Jones card. 95 Select Potential Unlimited. Not quite sure how rare these are, but I just was pretty attracted to how that sets off there. I guess there was 1975. What a weird number to print run of those. Be in the Pinnacle boardroom and just being like, yeah, let's just choose 1975 and how many we're gonna print. So last table, this was basically where I did snag this Joe Montana, but first we'll get into the Travis Kelce. I thought this was the better looking of the two there, and kind of crisper corners and whatnot. So this is kind of sitting funny in this top loader. It's moving. What kind of weird top loader is this? It's like an oversized top loader almost. But anyways, I know the Topps version obviously is the more attractive one, but to just grab a prison version of his rookie card, and then of course to add a Joe Montana to the collection, which I did not have, felt like it was a very presentable 8. Pretty well centered left to right and top to bottom, and really just kind of overlooking. I only just found maybe subtle chipping right in here. I haven't really seen much else. I was like, this is almost worthy of a 9 in my book. I don't know if there was surface issues. We'd have to take it out, but there's a subtle chipping up there in the corner. But nonetheless, a presentable 8 Joe Montana. So that adds to my 80s Niner collection. And it was a fun show. Lot of modern. There was no vintage. Pretty much zip. One table had vintage in the very beginning, pretty much outside of the show. And other than that, it was a lot of modern, ultra modern, more specifically. But fun to get it to a show after a 2-month hiatus on that. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. As always, take care. Have a good one.